Hands are flat and we're gonna come into our hip cars. So starting with our one leg, knee is gonna come up towards the chest, open up to the side, and then rotate around. Sweeping through for rep number 2, knee high, knee open, corkscrewing at the hip to send it behind. And then we're going to go ahead and reverse, so heel to bum, straight back, wrapping up and over. That's 1. Sweeping through into rep 2. Good, now we're going to switch sides, so other leg. Hands are still on the wall, knee comes up, open, corkscrew at the hip to wrap around. If you're going to get any sort of pinching, don't bring your knee up as high in the front range. Excellent, that's 2. Now we're reversing. Heel behind, tall spine, proud chest, up and over. Rep 2. Good. So from here, we're actually going to put our toe up on the wall with a straight leg, and we're going to move our hips towards the wall. So just engaging in a little bit of a stretch through the posterior line, maybe particularly in the calves. We're going to hang out here, here being wherever you feel a bit of a stretch. Then if you're comfortable with it, you're going to add in some hip circles. So the leg is still locked out, just kind of rotating through my pelvis, kind of like you're hula hooping. And then we're going to switch directions, same foot. 4, 5. Good, switch feet. Engaging first, feeling that pull, and then adding in our little hip circles if we wish. That's 5, switch directions. Excellent. So our next one is for the low spine. So we are going to stand an arm's length away from the wall. Arms are straight, kind of like our hip cars. But our aim is to move everything mid-back down. And we're doing it in a twisting fashion. So hands are on the wall, feet are hip width, and we're rotating through mid-back down. You won't see me moving very much. This is a hard one for me. But keep your feet planted. And just think about moving from that segment down. Twisting at the hips. So we're going to do 4 more. Trying to get a little bit more range with each repetition. Excellent, so we're going to come into a bit of a forward hinge now, so hands can stay where they are, and you're going to walk your feet back a little bit, and hinging at the hip, pressing the chest through, and then come back up to your starting position. Hinge at the hip, press the shoulders through, back to your starting position. If you need to make it a little bit more challenging, you can walk closer to the wall. Nice and slow with this one. It's early, backs are stiff. And 3 more. Breathe out on the way down. Breathe in on the way up. Breathe out on the way down. Breathe in on the way up. 1 more here. Breathing out. and then we are going to bend through one knee at a time. You'll see when I get there. So hinging so that our back is on stretch, and then we're gonna bend the one knee, other leg is straight, let that hip hike. Come back to your starting position, pedal to the other side, bend the opposite knee. We're just alternating between those two. Feeling the SI joint, maybe into the low back. Do 2 more. Good, and coming up. So you may want to grab a pillow for the next one, or something to put your knee on. Yoga mat maybe. So we're going to come into half kneeling, so our back leg is on the ground for pillow. Our inside leg is right against the wall. And what we're going to do is put our inside arm out, and we're going to open. So twisting through the torso, trying to keep the hip and shoulder on the wall, and then coming back to our starting position. Breathe in, open. Sorry, that breath was backwards. So we're actually breathing out as we open. So big breath in, breathing out, open. Breathing in, breathing out, open. So we're gonna do 5. That was 3. Last one. Good, when you get to your starting position, your inside arm is gonna come down onto your leg, just resting. But I want you to try and keep your shoulder and your hip and your whole leg on the wall. We're gonna do shoulder cars. Shoulder cars being control articular rotation, so big circle with that outside arm. So palm is open, tail is tucked. We're coming straight up overhead, and then you're facing your palm away from you, reaching and rotating, maintaining that elbows locked out position. Good, then we're sweeping through for rep number 2. Nice straight torso, straight elbow. Then reaching, rotating, breathing. Excellent, that's 2. Now we are reversing. So thumb behind, proud chest, coming up and over. Sweeping down to our starting position, thumb is behind, chest is proud, shoulder and hip on the wall. Now we're opening up and over. Awesome. Let's switch sides. So facing the other way. We're going to go back to the T-spine twist. So leg, hip, shoulder on the wall, arm is out. And we are opening for 5 repetitions. Breathing out as you open. We've got 2 left. Tall spine, tall and twisty. Last one. Good, once we're back to our starting position, our hand is going to come onto our knee. Shoulder and hip and leg are against the wall. We're coming into our shoulder cars. So 2 forwards, 2 backwards. Check in with Ribs are down. Good, that's 2 now reversing. So thumb behind, proud chest as we extend here, and then wrapping up and over. Sweeping through, rep number 2. Awesome, you can come up off the ground, grab some water or coffee. Got fancy coffee today. So we're gonna use the wall for one more. It's gonna be a bit of a pec stretch, but we're gonna make it a little more dynamic. So what you're gonna do is, you're gonna have your hand on the wall and you're gonna turn away from it. So your inside leg is forward into a bit of a split. I'm gonna move you back so you can see a little bit better. Okay, so your inside leg is forward. You're in a little bit of a split stance. Try and open your chest as much as you can. If you're here, you're probably too close to the wall. You need to walk away from the wall a little bit so that you can open your shoulders square in front of you. So palm is big, fingertips are on the wall. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna maintain our torso position and you're gonna walk your fingers up a couple inches and hold. We're gonna take a big breath in and out here. Good, they're gonna walk up a little bit further, a couple inches. Big breath in and out. And again, walking up, big breath in and out. Good, and then we're gonna walk all the way around, keep walking, keep walking, keep walking until we're overhead. And then we're gonna push our bodies in towards the wall and reach up high. Reach, reach, reach. Reaching and leaning. Big breath. Good, that arm can come down and we're gonna switch sides. This side is tight. So you'll probably find that one side is more restricted than the other. That's this side for me. Okay, so in our starting position, we're gonna take a big breath in and out. Good, then we're walking our hand up the wall a couple inches. Elbows straight. Big breath in and out. Walk that hand up a little more. Palm is big. Big breath in and out. Another couple inches. Big breath in and out. Good, now walking it kind of straight overhead if your shoulder is healthy. Walking up, reaching up to the ceiling, leaning into the wall. Big breath in and out. Good, last one we're gonna do is we're gonna reach our hands behind us and think about trying to open the chest forward. So interlocking the hands if you can, pushing the chest forward. And we're gonna come into our split again, split stance and hinge. We're gonna lean left, lean right, come back up, switch feet, switch split position, weight in the front leg, lean right, still reaching behind us with our shoulders, opening your chest. Come back to the middle, leaning to the left.